go. Okay. All right. Hmm. If you lose this fight, you actually get a bunch of tutorials opened up for you. It's kind of strange. Alright, so right now we only have Evie. Um, Here's the first shadow Pokemon. Hmm? Yeah, there's a webcam. But currently 0 viewers, so... Alright, let's adjust this webcam and see what. Cutscene's out of the way. Make it a little smaller, maybe. There we go. So this is going to be our second Shadow Pokemon, and then I box Eevee forever. This is also probably going to be the Shadow Pokemon that I purify later, because you're forced to purify one Pokemon. It's kind of a bummer. I think you can probably survive that. And Shadow Blitz is not very effective. And that'll be when we throw the Pokeball, I think. I like catching on the first try, that's good. And let's go heal these Pokemon before I go catch that Poochyena up in the lighthouse. Alright. Challenge is officially started. And it's going to be kind of a struggle up through the Mount Battle sequence. And collect some items. That should help. Awakenings are actually worthless in this game because we can just call a Pokemon and it wakes up. I think it's kind of funny. Just a bit of free money, basically. There we go. Let's do that down. Thank you.
Welcome. How's the game going?
Oh, I even got a viewer now.
Hey, look at that.
Doing a Shadow Pokemon only run.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the challenge really is that they don't level up. They don't learn new moves. I don't think you can even use vitamins on them to change their stats. And occasionally they go into reverse mode.
Hurting you instead of the enemy?
Sort of. They deal a little bit of damage to themselves at the end of every turn. In Pokemon Coliseum, which is kind of the prequel to this game, reverse mode, or I think they called it hyper mode maybe in that game, but it also increased their critical hit ratio. But that's not true in this game. You can call them in order to remove reverse mode, and it also decreases their shadow gauge or whatever.
So it makes them friendlier towards you, essentially?
I'm sorry?
So it makes them friendlier towards you?
Yeah. And in theory, if their shadow gauge is completely depleted, I think they call it a heart gauge, actually, then you could purify them.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not going to do that.
Because it's a shadow Pokemon only, right?
Yeah. The other thing that depleting their shadow gauge does is occasionally they learn new moves.
Oh, okay.
Like just now, I crossed the threshold to learn a new move,
Got it.
which is the only way that these Pokemon can grow, basically.
Right. So you essentially have to use them in battle to have them become friendlier to you and decrease their shadow gauge and such.
Well, yeah. Just walking around with them also makes them friendlier.
Like walking around with them in their Pokeballs.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And just sending them into battle makes them friendlier.
Right.
So where the bulk of the challenge is going to be in a minute, I think, is that I only have 3 Pokemon. Well, now I only have 3 Pokemon, having caught this Purchana.
Okay.
And we're going to be forced to purify one of them pretty soon.
Ah. Got it.
And then there's another sequence where I have to fight a bunch of people before I can get access to more shadow Pokemon.
Right.
So I'm gonna be stuck with what I have.
How's your mic set up? Is it?
That's a good question. Maybe that's a better question for my viewer. How do I sound? Am I audible? Singular viewer?
Oh, that's a weird floor. Why did the floor change?
I don't know. It's like a port town.
Interesting. So I guess that's supposed to, like, designate the, like, changing of area.
I guess. Now this game has a lot of weird floors. Just look at this one.
Yeah, I guess someone had a lot of fun with the floors.
Hmm?
I guess someone had a lot of fun with the floors.
Yeah, I don't know. Um, I suppose I'm about done in this area then. I should pick up the machine part and go. That seems to me to be the most unnecessary safe uh, for a single part.
Oh, is that the only thing that was in there?
Hmm?
Is that the only thing that was in there?
Well, it looks empty, but, you know.
Right, video game logic.
And it's never used again, is the thing, so. In other games, in other Pokemon games, they wouldn't have, like, even bothered animating it.
For just one.
The guy would just hand it to you without any further animation. He's giving me some memos that are basically little tutorials on Shadow Pokemon and reverse mode and that sort of thing.
Got it.
And they're building something called a purify chamber in here, which I didn't know how to really use my first time through the game. Because I was young. And it took literally a couple of accidents for me to realize what it actually did.
And I presume it purifies your shadow Pokemon? And I presume it purifies your shadow Pokemon?
Yeah, sort of. But you can leave Pokemon in there, and it'll be as if they are in your party.
Oh, got it.
So walking around will slowly purify them.
Got it.
And I didn't know that.
Yeah. How old were you when you played this game the first time?
That's a good question. I'd just gotten my GameCube. There's like a special edition GameCube with, actually, in this game, a Shadow Lugia on the GameCube.
Oh, that's kind of cool. What happened to that GameCube?
It's probably at my parents' house still.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
I might have remembered that. That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, Shadow Lugia is kind of a, I guess, box legendary for this game.
So, I like that town. I like that town. Although it does look a little bit like Mario.
Like Mario?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, it's very, like, platform looking. Because it has so many, like, corners.
Yeah, there are a few things I want to pick up before. Yeah, this. Yeah, that was yesterday, apparently.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't online at the time, so I guess he just kind of hopped over. So I played some Deep Rock Galactic recently, and it's like, yeah, okay.
What a wild. So is this a village?
Yeah, Agate Village.
Agate Village?
Yeah,
Interesting.
like A-G, A-G-A-T-E.
Right. Like the gemstone or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what an agate looks like. Is it like red?
It must be red because there's a character in Trails.
Right, with the red hair.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I could look it up, but whatever. Maybe it's green because this is a pretty green area. This was in the prequel, too. A prequel game.
Oh, there was a prequel game.
Yeah, Pokemon Coliseum.
Oh, right, you mentioned that. And what's this game called again?
This one is Pokemon XD: Gale of Darkness.
Um, I mean, I'm not that familiar with Pokemon names, of Pokemon games, but I don't know. That one strikes me as unusual.
Yeah, it's probably unironically just the best Pokemon game.
Really?
Yeah. I have a couple of complaints about it. But like it has an actual storyline instead of just being like
You're just finding all these people to be the #1 Pokemon trainer. Right.
mm-hmm. What does Shadow Shot do? Oh, okay. It's like the brick, but not right. Alright, we'll go with this. Corpse. It has some of the weirdest names.
Gorps.
Cool Trainer Corpse.
I expected that to be Pokemon.
No, that's the name of the trainer.
Interesting.
Well, it's not really an issue because you're viewing now.
That's right. You wanted to check your,
My audio setup.
yeah.
How does that sound?
It sounds good.
What about you? Can you hear yourself?
Yes.
That's good. It would be weird if I were answering your question or something.
I mean, you know, you could just be talking to yourself. You don't know.
Yeah, well, it looks like I got one viewer. Must be you. Oh well.
That's okay. It's probably weird having someone meta-analyze and hearing conversation, analyzing the Twitch stream in general.
I don't know. I don't know how it works. I'm just here. So the Shadow Moons are super effective against regular Pokemon, but they're not very effective against other Shadow Pokemon.
Okay. That's an interesting aspect of this game.
Yeah. The thing is, the final boss has 6 Shadow Pokemon. So... I'm gonna be in a tricky position when it comes to dealing damage to them, I think.
Right.
Yeah, that worked out okay. I kind of forget that Teddiursa is a bit of a tank. Alright, it has pickup. I forgot about that.
Who does? Teddiursa?
Yeah.
Weird. I'm not used to Teddiursa having pickup.
I want a Pokemon that, like, even fully evolved still has pickup.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have anything like that. It's kind of a bummer.
I mean, I guess it's... I can see it being more of an early game thing, because late game you usually don't have to worry about scrounging for scraps like that.
Right, but in the late game they can pick up better items.
Oh,
Like as they get higher level.
right. I guess I wasn't aware of that. That makes sense.
So like I think once they hit level 31, in most games they can start picking up rare candies.
Oh, got it.
It makes experience grinding a lot faster. For say a Professor Oak run.
You still have one viewers.
Are you still on my Twitch stream?
No.
Like, I don't mean actively, but like...
No.
Oh.
It was messing with my head.
I don't know.
So what would you say is the most useful item?
Most useful item?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I mean, if you just had to rank all the items in the game.
Or there's a glitch where you can use a Master Ball infinitely. So, I suppose that would be it.
Got it. That does definitely have its pros.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Can tell you the most useless item
Okay.
is an awakening.
What's an awakening?
You would use it to heal a Pokemon of sleep,
Mm-hmm.
but you can also just call the Pokemon,
Got it.
and that wakes it up.
So that's not like bring it back into its Pokeball. That's just like saying its name.
Yeah.
Like, hey buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Man, this Ladybug is pretty weak. It's not going to be doing much for me, so I think I'm going to be glad to be rid of it.
So is that the one that you're going to,
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to purify.
got it.
You gonna report me?
These boxes down here.
I don't know.
Cool.
I think I can set little widgets to them.
Okay.
Alright, my Ladybug can be I'm still connected to the internet, so
That's good.
Ladybug can be purified, so I'm never gonna use it again.
My computer just needed me to remind it that it was connected to the internet.
Oh, okay.
It happens sometimes.
That's weird. I got you this little thing too.
Yeah, it just needs me to open the Wi-Fi thing.
Poison Fang, yes, okay. Metal Claw. Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, it's okay. I guess I'm using Ladybug again. It's gone. Thank goodness.
But you don't have anything to replace it.
And that's okay. Puchina can finish it off. Oh, static.
I believe you, Puchana.
I'm sorry?
It's like hyena.
Yeah.
Like doggy hyena.
Hyena, yeah.
Got it.
Puchiana. It evolves into Mightyana.
My?
Mighty.
Oh,
Mightyana.
You sure it's not hyena? Like hyena?
Hmm?
You sure it's not hyena? Like hyena?
Mightyana? Maybe, but I don't know. Pokemon names are subjective.
Well, that's true. They don't have the Pokemon names voice acted.
And since there's no voice acting, anything is whatever you pronounce it.
That's right. Doesn't matter if you just read it in your head.
Oh, I didn't mean to. Yeah, I made a berserker. Alright. I'll put a mount battle segment so I can start dealing with higher and higher level Pokemon while only having 2.
Good luck.
I think I only have to do 3 more fights before I can start catching more Shadow Pokemon, though.
So you can probably hard-headedly bust your way through.
I'm sorry?
You can probably hard-headedly bust your way through, even if it's slightly annoying.
Especially since all my moves are super effective.
Right. Oh, man, he looks like he's trying to look like a supervillain. Supervillain Jedi.
Yeah, he is in fact a villain.
How did I know?
Although we don't know that yet.
Oh, got it.
Uh,
The DL.
Actually, last thing he did was is save our little sister from a beating. So
Got it.
currently looks kind of more like a good guy than a villain. But
Right. And so you're going through a gym now, right?
I'm sorry?
And so you're going through a gym now, right?
In a way, there aren't really any gems in this game.
Mm.
This place is called Mount Battle, and it's meant to sort of be a place where you can grind your Pokemon for later in the game.
Right.
But obviously, there's really no need for that in this sort of run.
Right.
Unless I really just want access to whatever moves they have as quickly as possible. And I just have to fight 3 of the trainers before the plot lets me move forward and to the bad guy's hideout,
Right.
where I can catch more shadow Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
In particular, from the best characters in the game.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, 2nd through 7th best characters in the game, I guess.
Okay.
To Mirror B.
Ah, Mirror B, I've heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see him in action.
Since I'm trying to catch every shadow Pokemon, we probably won't see him very often, but because what he does is when you beat a shadow Pokemon, usually it runs off.
Mm-hmm.
And Mirror B will find them, and then you can battle him and take them from him.
So you can just keep fighting him over and over again?
Essentially, he just kind of shows up.
Interesting.
Yeah, more of a sort of a side thing you do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's track down Mirror B and be like, oh yeah, I missed that Pokemon earlier, I can catch it now. But you are forced to fight him a couple of times, where he'll have some shadow Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. But then you can catch those shadow Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
He is, in essence, a kind of fail-safe, so that because a lot of trainers, you only have the ability to fight once before you can no longer fight them anymore.
Got it.
Forever. So Mirror B's place is to be the way that you can still catch those shadow Pokemon, even if you defeat them instead of catching them.
It's nice. It's nice to have a fallback kind of thing.
Yeah.
I am big on fallbacks. As you know, because I'm bad at games. So if I miss something, I like being able to have another chance at it.
Alright, and I think I've made it through the mountain battle segment. It wasn't so bad.
Nice. That was pretty quick, yeah.
Hmm?
That didn't take you too long.
Oh, yeah. They weren't as high level as I thought they would be. Pokeballs for sale. What do you say at Agate Village?
Did you just get some sort of notification about that?
Mm-hmm. Because there are no wild Pokemon in the region, Pokeballs aren't usually for sale.
Wild! So you have to catch shadow Pokemon?
Hmm?
So you have to catch shadow Pokemon?
Yeah, they're the only, new Pokemon you really get.
Whoa. That's different from what I thought.
There are actually some wild Pokemon in the game, but they're like through another mechanic where you lure them to a specific spot, and then there are only like 9 of them totals.
So crazy. What a premise for a Pokemon game.
Yeah, so one of my only complaints with the game is that there aren't an awful lot of shadow Pokemon for you to choose from.
Right.
There they are. The colored sextuplets.
Are they really siblings, or is it just they're silly and that's like their group theme?
I love them so much.
Are they really siblings though?
I don't know. Let's see. What am I best equipped to handle? I think technically grass. V6. Ooh, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of
Yeah, this.
this party.
Yeah, he has 6 Pokemon in his party.
Oh, rip. Wow. I'm not used to Pokemon enemies actually having a full set of Pokemon except for like the Final Four.
Yeah, it's because you've only played the newest Pokemon.
Oh, okay. It's actually always bothered me a little bit. So I'm glad to know that's not always the case. Because it feels dumb.
Well, it is dumb. But, you know. Every so often you'll run into a trainer with 6 Magikarp, just kind of as a joke. But
So dumb.
Hmm?
So dumb.
Yeah. But other than that, in the newer games, only the champion, and not even always the Elite Four, will have 6 Pokemon.
So wild.
Man, I wish this Lotad was the Shadow Pokemon.
So he's only gonna have one shadow Pokemon?
This guy only has 1 Shadow Pokemon.
Okay, that's not necessarily a universal truth.
Yeah, like I said, the final boss actually has 6.
Right.
And a couple of other important trainers usually have 2 or maybe 3.
Mm-hmm.
But even those are like endgame bosses at that point.
Right. Building up to
Yeah.
the final guy.
Hmm?
The final guy.
Yeah. VOD.
Is C-Dot's joke because it's like a little sphere, so it's like a little dot. But it's also a seed. Like, what's its evolution?
It evolves into a Nuzleaf, and then a Shiftry. Which you'll just have to look up if you're really that curious.
I'm just trying to understand the pun of C-Dot.
It's a seed.
Yeah.
That's both good and bad, I'm not sure.
What is?
I poisoned it.
Oh. Is that the shadow Pokemon?
Hmm?
Is that the shadow Pokemon?
Yeah.
Oh, that.
It's also 6 levels higher than my other Pokemon, so...
And you're not super effective against shadow Pokemon. Yeah, I can see that.
And I think the poison helped me catch it, so... Now I have a 3rd Pokemon that's... a very high level in comparison to my other 2 Pokemon.
Congrats.
So I'll be using that. There may be spies among us.
Among that group of 6?
Yeah, sound off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 8? Brothers beware.
I forgot.
They're the best. I love them. Alright, who's next? Let's go, I'm pretty sure this is a Marie, which will be helpful.
What is the typing of Mari?
I'm sorry?
What's the typing of that guy?
Chip electric.
Okay. Right, that's the little sheep guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, every battle in this game is a double battle.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that, which is kind of wild to me.
It makes certain moves actually okay.
Yeah.
Like helping hand.
Right. Which is usually not worth it.
Not casually, no. In most Pokemon games. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I've ever kept helping hand on any of my Pokemon. Not that that's incredibly impressive, because I don't actually have, a ton of Pokemon, experience, but still.
Yeah, we can do that. I don't want to. Marie.
Shins! Right, because he's yellow, therefore he's going to be the electric type guy. Whoa, that was an impressive move.
Oh yeah, they're very agile.
Did he just say we try to look impressive, but really we have nothing to do?
Yeah.
I get why you like these guys so much. They're just really silly characters.
Alright, so now hopefully static will help make other Pokemon easier to catch. So we'll go ground type next. This is probably the wrong choice. It's not really ground type, it's like brown type, you know, who can fall. Static, static. Nice, okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the way. Alright, let's glamour go. Tentacle. Ooh, that's a little problematic. But not majorly so, I don't think. Shift code is going to protect him from paralysis, so that might be an issue. Supersonic? Tentacle is annoying. Wow. We might actually have to stall out this little thing. Or at least the safeguard. Well, that works for me, honestly. Now I have 6 Pokemon. I forget what Pokemon we get from this guy. There goes Horsey. Spiel, that's right. Honestly, I might just try chucking a Pokeball at it, see what happens. The others have been pretty easy to catch. Yeah, that's fine. But I might be able to catch that anywhere. I'm not going to be able to paralyze it. I have to just use his tackle or something like that. Just finish off Goldeen. Cool. No, I'm pretty sure it's just a hound owl for the other guy. There we go. Static. Nice. All right. Beautiful. I'm probably gonna end this stream pretty soon here. I made it about as far as I wanted to in the first stream. Save it down so I don't lose like literally the 1 minute. Alright. I'm gonna be ending that stream here. And uploading this back to YouTube.